I mean, the Carlsbad mission and also now the Irvine mission is very, very well off, very wealthy areas of the United States. The closest temples are the Newport Beach Temple, which is in Orange County, and in the San Diego Temple, which is in La Jolla, down in right just outside of San Diego, in the city of San Diego. The members there are awesome. The members there are great. I think California is basically or at least Southern California, that area is the perfect amount of membership, where there's still not the majority of the people there, but there's enough of them to make a solid group of people that can lean on each other and strengthen each other. And as a result, you just have some golden families, solid youth programs. The strongest members I've met in Southern California, which is not a knock on anyone. They're just really amazing people. You will get fed probably every night. They really tend to love their missionaries, of course, that assuming that the missionary in question is working hard, and they'll see that. A lot of, as far as professions go, a lot of the people in Southern California, or at least this area, they own their own businesses. They're businessmen, so they're very used to working with people, and they're very used to and they bring those business traits into their callings. So they tend to be pretty efficient, pretty effective at what they do in the church, whether it be bishop or ward mission leader or ward missionary. Coastal, you get a lot of diversity if you have an area on the coast. Many different kinds of people that will result in a lot of different kinds of experiences. But Southern California overall is a pretty diverse place. I remember there was one investigator we taught. His name was Murad Ismailov. He's from Russia, and yeah, very interesting, really cool character. He has basically done everything. He's like a physicist, and he's owned his own business, and he developed like submarine missiles. Like he's also a politician in various places. He's worked with the Japanese government. He's worked with Ukrainian government, I believe. A lot of different places, a lot of different things. I don't know if any of that's confidential information or not. He never really said it was, but so he was a great friend we made there. There was another experience where we actually contacted into a house full of Mongolian helicopter pilots. None of them spoke a word of English. And this was actually in La Costa was the word. This was in the city of Carlsbad down in San Diego County, where yeah, we just met this house full of Mongolians who were in the U.S. training to be helicopter pilots before they'd go back out and use their training for a profession. But that was an interesting experience, actually, because there were actually two missionaries in our mission who were originally assigned to Mongolia, and they were in our mission waiting on a visa. But a few months, maybe a month or two prior to us finding this household, they found out their visas were denied, and they were permanently reassigned to the Carlsbad mission. And one of those elders was serving in an adjacent area at the time. So we were given permission by President Cook to kind of form a pseudo companionship just for these lessons with these Mongolians. And I was in that companionship, and that was probably the most difficult lesson I've ever taught. I didn't really say much. Elder Chandler, a good friend of mine, Elder Jefferson Chandler, taught most of that lesson in Mongolian, and I was just trying to keep up and help out any way I could. I was mostly being just the second guy there. But so there is a lot of diversity. I know there was a family of, I don't know how you say, a family from Iran that we also baptized while I was in that same area in the city of Carlsbad. There's a lot of diversity in Southern California, whether it's, Americans, but also Hispanic, a lot of people from the Middle East, and just different parts of the world. That was something that was actually pretty surprising to me. I expected, like Americans, I expected Hispanic people, but I was surprised at just quite the degree of diversity that there is, the representation that's there from all across the world.